Okay, first things first. We added this for this class. You've probably seen it in some of your other classes. You can now get to our Zoom meeting by clicking where it says Zoom off on the left side here. So if you give that a click, and then you can just press join. And I don't think you need the password if you join this way. So that's helpful. And all your classes should start implementing that if they haven't already. Okay, that's the first part. All right, second part, to check your grades. Check your grades in Canvas. So these aren't the official grades, like what you'll see on the report card, but this will give you a pretty good idea of what work you need to complete. So if you press grades, it'll bring up all the assignments you worked on. So right now we just have the one from Friday and the one for today. And if you did the Nearpod, you should see one of two things. You should either see a score of 100, which means you did it, I graded it, you're all set, okay? You might see it'll look like a little box. That means you submitted something, but I haven't had a chance to go back and grade it, but that means you're good. You're waiting on me to just go and look at your work, okay? If you see a little dash mark, it means you either didn't do it or I never received it, which means you need to go back and double check, okay? If you need to get back to an assignment and you don't want to go to the modules, you can just click the link right here. If you click it one time, it'll take you to the score sheet, which usually won't show you anything. It's not helpful, okay? But if you go to the top of the screen, you'll see the assignment name again. So if you click that one, it will return you to the original assignment, okay? And that'll let you to go back if you're not sure where that assignment was. Okay, that was the second thing. Last thing to look at is how to get to the new assignment. So you're going to go to modules, and then we're going to go to our second week, so 1.2, and we have keyboarding lesson number 1. So give that a click, and then open it up in a new window, and this is what we're working on today. So it's like 35 little slides of information. Some of it you just have to listen to, some of it you have to type through, okay? So let's talk about what we need to do to be successful here. So this is our first time potentially typing. So first things first, make sure you have good posture, sit up straight. You might need to push your chair in a little bit, okay? You want to get your hands on your home row. So if you're looking at your two hands, let me back up a little bit. You're going to start with your left pinky, okay? You're going to put that on the A key. And then you're going to take your left index finger, put it on F key. So that way your left hand should be resting on A, S, D, and F. Okay? And you do the same thing for your right hand. Okay? So index finger is going to go on J. Pinky finger is going to go on semicolon or winky face, depending on what you're familiar with. Okay? Now if you look at the way your hands are, that's your home position. Anytime you're typing, you want to keep your hands right there. You're going to move them to hit the keys, but you want to always return them back to those 8 keys. And unless you're on a tablet, you should feel like a little bump or like a little bar on the F and J keys. That's to let you know your hands are in the right place. Okay? Let's see. Then take your thumbs, pick a thumb, whichever one you like better, and use that for your space bar. So rest one or the other or both if you really want to on the space bar. Okay? And then you're just going to go through, you're just going to type whatever it tells you to type. Okay? So I'm going to give 2 challenges to you. One, if you're new at this, if you've never typed before, I just want you to keep practicing, keeping your hands on that home row. Take your time, it's going to take a while, and just try to get used to the layout of the keyboard, of moving your hands, top row, bottom row, home row. Okay? If you are familiar, if you say, Ellis, I've done this before already, I know what I'm doing, I'm an expert, okay, cool. What I want you to practice is typing softer. And what that means, if you press a key, you don't have to really mash it down. Like I see some people every year, and this is how they type. They go, like they're trying to press the keys through the keyboard. You don't need to do that. So what I want you to practice, I want you to press the keys just hard enough that it registers what you're typing. Because the smaller motion The quicker you can do it, the faster you're going to be able to type. So if you're not trying to push down so hard every time, you're eventually going to be able to type faster. Okay? So if you're new, just practice getting used to the keys. If you're experienced, I want you to practice typing a little bit softer, but try to maintain the speed you're used to. Okay? And that's what we're working on today. So I'm going to